Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? It's me again. You guys haven't seen me for a little bit, at least going fishing, because we've been having these crazy cold fronts here in Austin. We actually have another one coming in tonight. We have 20-mile-an-hour winds right now, and we had snow again over New Year's. So the cold fronts have been keeping me away from the water, but hopefully it changes soon. But so this is kind of like a video on gear that I use, rods, reels, lines and stuff like that. So if you guys are looking into buying some more gear, maybe you guys can refer to this video on your next purchases. So let's start off with the basics, a rod sleeve. To me, it's a must-have. I like to keep all my stuff, nice and neat as far as storage, keeping it, on rod racks. But the rod sleeve, it's pretty convenient because I use my Infinity or a Honda, a sedan and a coupe to, go all fishing, take all my fishing stuff. I haven't brought my truck. I'm going to sell it back home. I'm going to buy a new one. So until then, I've been using just, regular small cars. And this is a lifesaver as far as not getting hooks stuck on the leather seats, and keeping your rods from tangling up when you're driving. So if you guys are looking into something, maybe that helps some issues, I would look into a fishing rod sleeve cover. This one is made by Stick Jacket. I got it on Tackle Warehouse. I think it was like 10 bucks, I think. So I would look into that. Second is on my bait casters. I usually use like a reel sleeve. To me, it just kind of keeps the debris, dust and dirt when I'm not using it in the garage, just to keep stuff there. And I don't know, I like it, just I guess a false sense of security. But I would definitely look into one of these if you want to keep, from getting scratch, dinks, dirt, stuff on your lines or on your reels. But let's get on to the rods. First off, I have my Veritas 2.0 by Abu Garcia spinning rod. I use this pretty much for finesse fishing. This is a 6'9" medium light rod. This is the older version because I guess they just changed their decals on the new ones, which I don't like. I like the styles of these ones. This is a one piece, a 6'9". When I'm doing finesse fishing, this has 10-pound Power Pro braided line, and I use a between 6 to 8-pound leader of fluorocarbon. I love this setup when I'm doing Ned rigs. If you guys can look into my other video, I'll post a link to that. This setup was killing them with the Ned rig. It was a cold day, the cold front had just passed, and I was throwing everything. They were not biting until I started throwing a finesse style presentation, and this was killing them. So it's the Abu Garcia Veritas 2.0 6'9" medium light rod. This also has an Abu Garcia spinning reel. It is the Revo Revo S20. So I have the Revo S20 to match the rod. And I love the reel. I love it. I love Abu Garcia rods. To me, I like the white and black look, and that's like a main thing of why I picked this setup. I love it, especially when fishing finesse, wacky rig, Texas, weightless Texas rigs. This is phenomenal, so I like it. The next rod that I have is, let's save that one, the best for last. The next one I have is it's a reel and rod combo. This is by Luz. Oops. This is by Luz. This is the Mach 1 speed stick. I think it was 140 from Academy that I picked up out here. I like it. It's one of my go-to rods. I have it on a 6'10" medium heavy fast action rod. I like to keep my rods between like 6'8" to 7 feet. I don't really go too higher, just because just the size. I mean, I don't know. That's just my thing. I always go around 7. But this is a good rod. I've caught a lot of bass on this. The reel is it's good. It's a good reel. It's a good I would say a good, beginner, intermediate entry into fishing with the bait caster. 150 is not too bad. You're getting a lose rod or lose reel. You can't really say anything bad. It's the lose reels. I love lose reels. Those are my go-to as far as reels go. I won't. I don't know. I like it. I'm not gonna go to anything else. So it's a speed spool. It has 10 ball bearings. It comes in with a 7:1:1 gear ratio. So it's a good rod. I mainly use this for pretty much fishing the bottom. Like this is my pretty much my go-to jig rod. I have 20-pound test line attached with a 17-pound fluorocarbon leader. So I just love it. I love fishing the braid to fluorocarbon. Once in a while I'll do a straight braid to my jig heads, but to me I just feel like the fish don't see it, and it's still a 17-pound fluorocarbon, so you're getting that stretch. And sorry for the dog. You still get that stretch when a fish, you set that hook. But to me, this is my go-to jig rod. I pretty much only fish jigs with this rod, so I would highly recommend it. $150, $140. You can't say anything bad. Next one we have, this is my baby. This is what I call Bad Girl Riri. This is let's start off with the rod. It's a Veritas Abu Garcia Veritas 2.0 in a 7-foot medium heavy. I just love Abu Garcia rods. I like the way they look, the white and black. I'm not a big fan of the new one, the new look, but I could hopefully maybe, I don't know, Craigslist or somewhere buy the old style, because I need to get another rod, and I'll get to that later. This is phenomenal rod. It's a spiral carbon core. I love it. It gets the job done. What I have attached, I have attached, I have a speed spool lose. This is my highest one I've ever had. I've never spent that much money. It's a speed spool SLP by Lose Custom. It's amazing. I love this reel. This reel is awesome. I think I paid $180. It's my most expensive reel. It's my baby. It's my pride and joy. I love it. It casts phenomenally. I have it set on 12-pound test fluorocarbon. A cool little feature is, I don't know if it'll focus, but you have a little knob that has like a line indicator, so you can adjust the reel. You can adjust that knob to say, it has different numbers like 20, 80, 25, 80, 65, 70, and you can adjust the little knob where it has an F on the bottom and an MF on the top, so you can adjust to put it to what line you're using. So in case you forget, I have this set on a 12-pound fluoro, so I have the arrow pointed on the 12 and it has an F for fluorocarbon. So I mainly use this rod for throwing Texas rigs. I throw it for crankbaits, chatterbaits, pretty much anything that I want to just do straight fluoro. The gear ratio is a 7:5:1. This, I don't know, I love this setup. If I can buy another one, I'm going to, because this I just love it. This reel, I'm looking into possibly buying another one, because to me, the setting up the brakes, doing where you have the lock, everything is so easy. Just to remove this, put it in, set your brakes and cast without having to worry about bird nests. So this is my more expensive reel, and it does amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm telling you guys, this is my pride and joy. If you guys are looking for a budget bait casting reel, I honestly didn't really start doing bait casting reels until I moved out to Texas. I was always kind of intimidated with bait casting reels. You see all these pros, using it. You see people on YouTube using it with no problems, but then you also see people about how you can get a bird nest so easily if you pitch it into the wind without adjusting. Like, you'll just get a bird nest. So I was always intimidated, but when I moved out here, I wanted to learn how to use a baitcaster. So I went to Academy and I picked up like a budget-friendly baitcaster. This is a reel by Lose. You guys have seen the trend that Lose is what I use on reels, because to me, I love them, and don't fix what's broke. So this is a Lose American Hero Edition. It's a black and blue rod. It doesn't fit my color schemes. You guys can tell I like black and white. But this is a American Hero speed spool laser. This was my second. I had an Abu Garcia reel, which I didn't like, the Black Max. I don't know, I could never get it. I could never get comfortable with it. So I decided to get an American Hero. I paid, I think they're like about $45, $50, $60. So for a bait casting rod, it's not expensive. Is it the best rod? I mean, is it the best reel? No. It comes in a 5-bearing system with a 6:4:1 gear ratio. I'm probably gonna plan to use this as my top water. Probably put 50-pound braid on it, and then I'm gonna eventually get another rod. I haven't decided which one, but it's probably gonna be an Abu Garcia, just because that's the rod I like. But if you guys are looking for a budget-friendly, just trying to learn bait casting, how to use one, I would suggest going with the American Hero. One of the cool things is that some of the proceeds do go to veterans, which you guys know I'm a veteran, and any way, shape, or form to help veterans is pretty much, I'm gonna try to do my best, to support it. So not only do you get a great reel, you get a great company, you're also helping a great cause. So if you guys are looking for a budget or just trying to learn, I highly, highly suggest this. This is going to be my top water reel. It's not the best reel, but it gets the job done. I'm confident in it now. I'm confident with bait casting now because of this. So I'm still going to use it for top water. It's still a great rod, great reel. I'm sorry, I keep saying rod. It's a great reel. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully weather. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully, weather permitting, that it gets better. Hopefully this wind stops, the cold front, comes and goes, and I can get out there and fish. So until next time, see you all later.